Right. So how does that search-focused RevOps thinking translate into their day-to-day strategy?
Well, that's where their blended search methodology really comes into play. This seems absolutely central to how they operate.
Blended search.
Yeah, it's all about breaking down those traditional walls, those silos between paid search PPC and organic search SEO.
Right.
And getting them to work like a single coordinated system.
Yeah.
And the goal, overall profit, and importantly, cutting out wasted spend.
So they're actively saying, hey, don't treat your SEO and PPC budgets or strategies as totally separate things.
Precisely. The sources detail how this works. Like, they audit client accounts to find places where they might be, pointlessly paying for clicks on keywords they already rank well for organically.
The cannibalization issue.
Exactly that. And they use paid search almost like a rapid testing lab.
How so?
Well, if a keyword converts really well on PPC quickly, that's super valuable intel for prioritizing where to put the longer-term organic effort.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Test fast with paid, then build sustainable organic.
Right. And they actively work to stop that channel cannibalization we mentioned, making sure you're not basically bidding against yourself. The ultimate aim isn't just boosting clicks in SEO or PPC, it's maximizing the profit you get from search, looking at it holistically.
That definitely runs counter to how a lot of businesses manage their digital marketing, keeping things very separate. It forces a more strategic view of the interplay.
Yeah.
But, how tough is it to actually pull off that kind of integrated strategy? Does it need a ton of coordination?
Well, that's likely where that operational discipline comes in, maybe influenced by that sauce background we talked about. The sources imply there's a really high level of integration between the teams running these channels. So that coordination happens smoothly, not just on paper.
Okay.
It's definitely more complex than just running separate campaigns in silos, no doubt, but potentially much, much more efficient if they execute it well.
And a massive piece of how they seem to execute this and how they back up those really bold claims is their technology.
Right, the world-first tech, as they call it, that revenue forecasting tool. And it's proprietary. They built it themselves.
And what does it actually do, in simple terms?
Okay, so it's designed to predict, using specific numbers, the exact potential revenue boost for a business.
Wow.
Based on making specific improvements in their Google keyword rankings.
Yeah.
So it's basically saying, look, if we move you from, say, position 7 to position 3 for this group of keywords, given your current conversion rates and average order value, you can expect to see roughly this much extra revenue each month.
Whoa. Okay, so it's not just saying SEO is good for business.
Yeah.
It's trying to put a specific dollar amount on the potential return before the main work is even done.
That's the core claim, yeah. And that's how they justify those really eye-popping ROI figures we mentioned earlier, the 20x to 50x monthly ROI, or sometimes they tie it specifically to the 4-month sprint, like 10x to 50x ROI from that work using the tool. They actually state clients can see their exact profit potential before you spend $1. Now, look, achieving 50x ROI consistently across every single client, that's an extraordinary claim in marketing.
Sure is.
You have to assume it depends heavily on, where the client starts, their industry, their margins, all that. But the sources definitely present it as a repeatable outcome they aim for.
That kind of predicted ROI upfront must completely change the sales conversation with a potential client. Does the source material give any hints about how they actually achieve that level of predictive accuracy? Because Google search is, pretty dynamic.
Yeah, it is. The sources emphasize it's a mix. It's historical data, market analysis, and then their own proprietary algorithms. They don't obviously reveal the exact secret sauce of the algorithm. It is proprietary tech. But the claim is that by combining deep SEO expertise with this computational analysis, they can forecast reliably enough to basically build their service model around it. It seems to be a huge part of their competitive advantage.
And having that predictive power feels like it would be almost essential for their other big thing, the speed advantage, that 4-month sprint methodology.
Exactly. Traditional SEO, it's often positioned as this long-term game. You need 6 months, 12 months, maybe more before you see really substantial results.
Right. Slow burn.
Yeah. Their 4-month sprint, it's explicitly designed to deliver tangible, measurable results within that much faster time frame. And that speed, combined with being able to forecast the results beforehand, that was a key reason they won those startup awards.
And they're definitely not sleeping on the massive changes happening with artificial intelligence and search either.
Not at all. They actually claim to be the first to connect SEO, PPC, and AI into a single system built for profit.
That's a bold claim.
It is. And they list services like AI marketing and AI LLM optimization. And remember, we mentioned co-founder Simon Small.
The early generative AI pioneer.
Yeah, he's search. Oh, an LLM. That stands for a large language model, the tech behind things like ChatGPT.
Okay, got it. So they're using AI not just maybe internally for efficiency, but actively optimizing for how AI is changing search results.
That's what it sounds like. The sources indicate they're adapting strategies to, optimize for AI-driven features like the summaries and answer boxes you see now.
Yeah, the SGE stuff.
Right. Enhancing user experience signals that AI might value, using structured data more heavily, and also using AI tools for tasks like helping with content creation or doing technical analysis faster. They seem to be proactively tackling the reality that search isn't just 10 blue links anymore.
Okay, so let's recap. We've got amazing tech, these fast sprints, integrated strategies, AI awareness, and this laser focus on profit. Who are they actually applying all this to, and what do the results look like, on the ground for real clients?
Well, their core target, it's definitely e-commerce merchants, especially those already doing, say,